Yeah, you're good. All right, we
That
are live, boys. Welcome to Totally Blitz podcast. We're breaking down what was the fight card of the century: Beterbiev versus Bivol 2 on the zone. Honestly, that bitch is only like 19.99. So if you're a real boxing fan, y'all definitely should be copping this one. As always, go down, like, and subscribe before we make the picks. I'm Paul Pick'em, and I'm joined with.
going on, fellas? It's your boy Marcus Prime Time Penley. You know what it is.
It's your boy Southpaws SP Run Boxing. You know what I'm saying? Here to chop up some boxing.
So we had what was the greatest card of the century. That kind of Sheffield pulling out due to the flu, which so we'll get into maybe Shakur and his team and the mob ties was over there spiking shit, and then on the other side Daniel Dubois pulls out as well. Martin Bakole filling in for the heavyweight, and Josh Padley, the electrician, as I think everyone on Twitter now knows, is filling in for Shakur. How y'all feeling, brother? One day out from fight night.
Man, it shit sucks how the card like kind of crumbled, but the Bakole was a save though. I fuck with that one. That was a clutch little feeling, but the Shakur shit was devastating news. But I was low-key hyped for that fight.
Yeah, it was gonna be the best fight of the card. You know what I'm saying? It was supposed to be Schofield's breakout performance, but they pulled out. I don't know what happens. You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure how that works, but I know the pop said he's not addressing anything until he gets out of Saudi Arabia.
Yeah, and I know from people that were like some boxing accounts I follow. I will say these accounts were definitely more biased on fuck Shakur and Sheffield. Schofield's gonna get the dub this weekend. They were saying that like he was still gonna take the fight, then shit got worse, but he got pulled anyway, and they weren't gonna allow him to fight sick no matter what. For even though that he felt like he could still fight, but good thing they didn't let that happen because he was in the hospital like the very next day on some on you need speedy recovery type shit. But I don't know. I don't like all the allegations sound crazy, but then some people are saying like boxing's a dirty game, like fucking. And the way that his dad is saying that I'm not going to say anything till I'm out of Saudi Arabia. I don't know. Like I don't. It just sounds like something in the water. I don't know what it is though.
I don't know. This one's hard. This one's hard because Auntie Sco, as they've been calling
Is that
Floyd's
they call him
dad.
dad?
For some, like, he runs it like
Hey, bro,
he
he's been snapping recently.
that's what they call him. They call him Auntie Sco. It's hilarious. Literally, just look up Auntie Sco, and it's his nickname on Twitter. But oh snap, Marcus just joined back. I think he okay, but I'm gonna keep going. But what was I saying? Oh yeah, yeah, Auntie Sco. He uses his son's account as his own Twitter account, so people think they're arguing with like Floyd, and they think Floyd's saying these crazy things. They think Floyd's the one who's saying that he spiked his drink. You know what I'm saying? Like he's tweeting from Floyd, so like he's tweeting from Floyd's account saying, he spiked my son's drink." We're like, bro, just make your own account, dude. Just make your own account. You're making your son look bad. Because Schofield, he seems really chill. Like I don't see him being as crazy outlandish. Also, he's also let's be honest, this guy he's 1,000 times worse than Bill Haney. 1,000 times worse. He just doesn't have the clout for people to know, but he's 1,000 times worse than Bill Haney ever was. You know what I'm saying? But
He's
Bill's
def-
Haney,
he's definitely like a Twitter finger version of Bill Hader. I know Bill Hader began on Twitter too, but like
he does, but it's like Bill Haney. He doesn't like intentionally make his kid look bad. Like Bill Haney, he tweets from his own accounts. He's not gonna go on Devin Haney's account and tweet like that. He's gonna tweet from his own account. You know.
Mark, I don't know if you've heard the allegations or if I was the first one to bring it to you, but how I know you big Shakur, so do you think that they was doing anything fishy over there?
Nah, I mean maybe at first I could have been on some shit, but like I just don't see the reasoning behind it, bro. Because clearly Shakur is a better fighter. It's not like Floyd. Like I mean, Floyd could have put up a good fight and all, but like, bro, it's not like Tank or some shit. Like it's not like the biggest threat
It's not like a
to
Tanker Ryan
Shakur.
Garcia, yeah.
So I don't really see why Shakur would be like, I can't fight him. Just go poison his ass. I mean,
Floyd,
that's pretty wild. But I mean, and then also the fact that
Big
what's his
Dubois.
name? Yeah, Dubois. He also apparently got sick out there. So maybe they just feeding some funky food out there, like the hotel they in ain't hitting right. I don't know, but
They could have got the flu.
it looks more like something's going around out
I
there for
will say
two.
when the ball getting sick was when I was starting to, all right, maybe the allegations are just
Yeah, because like maybe it's just something that's just like a flu or like a stomach bug. I don't know, but once two fighters goes down, then I don't think something fishy's up.
and then we get replacement fighters. We'll jump into those fights a little bit. I'm going down the card. I'm actually shocked by the order. We got big bang zang taking on I get Kablel, undefeated. He's from that side of the world. I believe it's basically a pick 'em. Yeah, basically a pick 'em right now. Agate is the slight favorite because Zong is getting older, but we do know that he can still bang. How do y'all feel about this fight right here? Because it's honestly a great fight to open up the card with.
Yeah, I want Zion to win because he's like 40 something years old. I want him to maybe, you know what I'm saying, go out get like one big fight. So I hope he has a good performance and, maybe get a giant fight next.
He did just knock out Wilder. That's what he's coming off of.
Okay, so see, man, you gotta keep building off that, and like he got a short window, man. Bro's like 45 years old.
Jet he's fighting is coming off. The Cuban Olympic heavyweight Frank Sanchez. He's coming. He stopped him in the 7th round back in.
They're setting him up, aren't they? they're setting man. This is wrong to do. This is elderly abuse. They're setting him up,
Yeah,
man.
I'm not.
Honestly, I'm ready to
with
move.
his game, but Frank Sanchez knockout on the resume is kind of solid.
That's crazy.
I'll be honest. I'm ready to move past Silly Zone. We don't need these old heads. We need to move past. We need to move on.
Oh,
we
we
need to
need
move
the
on.
old head.
No, we don't. We need to move on. I'm good off Zilly Zone. Let's get him out of. We'll get him out of here this weekend. We're done with him. I'm good off Zilly Zone.
I think someone's going down. Both people have high KO percentages.
Hopefully it's Zilly Zone, bro. It's 2025. We don't need these people anymore. It's over. We're good.
I'm gonna rock with the younger blood,
So
even though
hate George
my
Foreman.
favorite heavyweights.
It's every single you see all these legends in their mid-30s getting beat up by the younger fighters. It's a younger fighter era.
Then we got what probably should be the co-main event: Virgil Ortiz versus Israel Madrimov for the interim WBC 154 belt. It's a pick'em. Virgil minus 120, Israel plus 120. Honestly, this is a great fight because Virgil Ortiz. People are saying that Xander would have been a harder fight. I don't think. Xander's good, but I think people are really overlooking how good Israel is just because Bud beat him.
Because I do have something to say about that, but not Xander. But I'm gonna let you finish real quick.
But Virgil's coming off a fight where wasn't he dropped? I know he was dropped at least twice. I can't remember if he was dropped 3 times, but
he was lazy.
He got the majority decision over Sergey Bohacek in his 154 debut. And then right afterwards, they're going to give him the guy who, Bud beat him, but he was landing that left hand on Bud throughout the night. And he has good power, good amateur fundamental background. Like, this is a tough opponent, but this is definitely something for Virgil. He needs to get a win because he's coming off of a pretty shitty performance, getting dropped multiple times.
Yeah, I don't know if I told you this last time, but 100% unbiased. You know what I'm saying? I score my cards. I think I score my cards correctly. You know what I'm saying? We have the same score for the Loma fight. We have the same score for many fights. So I still think Madrid edged out Bud in that fight. You know what I'm saying? He was outboxing him. He was getting him uncomfortable, letting out effectiveness. So I really do think he's gonna do him in, right? You know what I'm saying? Madrid, he's young too. He's not that old. He's not in his 50s. He's like what? Like late 20s, you know what I'm saying?
I think he just turned 30. Yeah.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Turned 30 last.
Okay. Well, he was 29 when he fought Crawford, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. He has experience. You know what I'm saying. He can really, dude. He's gonna outbox this dude. And I have a video. it won't offend Marcus, but I do have a video that I've been waiting to post since, like, until Virgil loses. I've been waiting to post this video. It won't offend Marcus, but I
I
can't
think
wait.
Marcus is the only one in here that's pro Virgil. So are you rocking with the Virgil camp on this
That
side?
ass?
I mean, I'm not like gassing, bro. Like he's the next coming, but I like him in this fight though. I mean, I think it's gonna be a big test for him because the movement, probably his toughest challenge for real. And then also coming off that bad performance, he was lazy with the jab, and he wasn't bringing his hands back up. But I don't know, man.
He's a weight
I
bully.
want to
He's a
I
weight
want to
bully.
see I want to see Virgil versus Xander. So I kind of hope he does get past this, and Xander can land that fight with Virgil. But I guess we'll see, man. It's gonna be a good fight though. That could be a potential fight of the night. Not gonna
Yeah,
I
lie.
think it's the best fight on the card so
that's
far.
what
I mean,
that's what
well,
I'm like.
I think it's
Co-main
the best fight on
event.
the card in general.
It definitely should have been the co-main event. Like I just don't like.
I mean, at
Out
least we get a fight sooner, you
everything
know.
that happened, this definitely should be the co-main.
Well, they thought the heavyweights. They know, I thought heavyweights is gonna bring the
Yeah,
boom.
well, the heavyweight that's gonna be the knockout fight. You know what I'm saying? That Virgil fight's definitely gonna go the distance, and I don't think it'll be that entertaining. It'll just it's just another
Gonna answer a lot of questions.
And
another
I'm
one of
edging
those
towards
getting outboxed. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
He's
I'm
just gonna
edging
get
towards
outboxed.
Israel because if you're able to land a clean left hand throughout on Bud throughout a whole fight, Virgil's shown how lazy he was in the last fight. Unless he comes in super sharp, which he probably will, but I just think he's still going to get caught with that left hand, and he's shown at 154 he can get dropped already, and so I this is not the opponent that you want to be fighting against if you've already shown some weakness. So I'm edging towards the dog here, and I've always been. I think Virgil's been a fraud. He was a 147 weight bully. Uh, I think it's about time everything's catching up with him.
He almost killed himself. Got hospitalized twice trying to make the weight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
He
this is
opened he openly ducked Boots at 147, so Boots ducked him back as payback.
Hey,
Obviously, he ducked Boots for like
Boots is
4 years.
though too.
Well, Virgil ducked him 5 times. Boots is allowed to duck him 1 time. So regardless, this is what happens. He's getting set up right here, and people don't know it. He's getting set up. It's gonna be a generational beatdown, and I'm here for it.
and then another close fight on paper here. Carlos Adams versus Hamza Shiraz for the middleweight title, WBC middleweight title.
Mm.
Adams is a tough motherfucker, but a lot of people are hyping up this Shiraz guy like he's the next guy at middleweight. He's undefeated, looking to get the gold here. Carlos Adams is a tough ass opponent if you're looking to get the gold. He's not gonna go down. This motherfucker is tough.
Yeah, he's the second best middleweight. I think that's the division. Yeah, he's the second best middleweight. Charlo ducked him for how long?
Yeah,
Um,
now so people are really hyping up
Jen
this Shiraz.
Janibek doesn't want to fight him either. You know what I'm saying? Janibek's not rushing to fight him,
Yeah,
obviously.
and Shiraz is I think he's from Liverpool, but he's like Indian or Pakistan. He has Middle
It,
Eastern roots, but
yeah, it's just he has those cult fans. It's gonna be a beatdown. This guy isn't that good. He's not that good. I seen the other guy's not that good. He's really not.
you don't
This
think Shiraz is that guy, bro? People are really hyping him up. How old is
bro,
Jimmy?
he because
25,
he's from
25
Liverpool.
year old
Those are
in
delusional
his
Those are
prime.
delusional Brits. Those are the same people who hype up Carl French. These are delusional Brits who only hype him up. He's not that good. He's gonna get knocked out within 5 rounds.
Oh, frost with suit though.
I really do. Dude, Carlos Adams, he's like, I'm not saying he's Muhammad Ali, but dude, he's the second best middleweight in the world. He's been avoided for so long, and he's gonna put on the show.
How are you feeling about this young gun Shiraz coming in on Carlos Adams? Adams
I think it's
defending,
gonna be a
isn't
tough
he?
fight.
Adams is the already title holder, right? He's defending the belt.
Cause Charles ducked him. It's
All
the
right,
WBC, right?
yeah.
WBC. Yeah, he got it because he had to be elevated. So yeah.
No, I think it's gonna be a tough fight, but I might lean Carlos for real.
Yeah, I heard
Mark
crazy.
even knows. Mark, you've been watching boxing for a while. You know what I'm saying. You
Yeah,
know the
look,
truth.
yeah, Carlos is nice, but I mean, I think that's gonna be a fun fight though. The young buck gonna come in,
Every
25.
Then we got the most lopsided fight here. Shakur taking on late fight replacement Josh Padley, another Liverpool guy actually. Going this, I think Shakur's like minus 5,000. And honestly, everyone's saying if he doesn't get the knockout, it might be embarrassing.
I mean, the guy could have something for Shakur. Shakur, he hasn't fought a style like this before. I don't think Shakur he knows what he's in for. I think Shakur really, I just, he could surprise Shakur. I really do. I really think like Shakur doesn't like, he thinks he's going to get an easy win, like a Yoshino or something like that. But this guy could surprise him.
Nah, bro. If that shit is any type of competitive fight, I'm definitely gonna have to step back from Shakur, man. That shit should be a clean sweep. He should bully his ass, drop him. Like it should be all types of bad news for bro. Bro was working Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Had to ask PTO on Thursday and Friday so he could fly to fucking Dubai. Like that shit is crazy, bro.
He told his job, he's like, hang on, job. I gotta take this day off. I'm gonna get
He's
paid
like, hey, I
more
just
than you
gotta
guys
fight.
have
I'm fighting
ever paid me
Shakur.
in one night. More than this job ever. You gotta understand, whatever job he's working, he's getting paid more to fight Shakur than he ever will at that job. He said, hang on, y'all. Let me get this cool like maybe 500,000 to fight Shakur.
The one thing that makes it bad is apparently there was another like 16-0 Cuban demon that was like begging for the fight in the sand and
Abdul, yeah, I mean Abel Mendez, Shakur ducked him. Shakur don't want that smoke. Shakur is soft.
There was a couple people that were like, "I'll take
Shakur
the fight."
is soft. Let me tell you about Shakur. He is not wanting to smoke with Abel. Dude, Abel Mendez,
It was him.
Even Mark is scared of him. Dude, this guy is tough.
It was like Javier something.
Mark don't want Tio to see him.
No, Tio would kill that man.
No, he would not, bro. You know what I'm talking about? It's hard to say his name. It's like Abel Mendez. Abel. He's like the weekend. He has the weekend's first name.
It's okay. I found it. The other guy's name is Javier Herrera, who was it was a Cuban guy who undefeated 16-0, knocking shit out, heavy and great, Cuban fundamental, a great boxer. Like they're saying, like he's a name to watch for the next couple of years. But he was willing to step in, and he chose Josh Padley over both of these guys, which everyone is Shafrod, and it's just they're calling him the biggest fraud, biggest top ranked fraud since Loma, depending on how you feel about Loma.
But who? Shakur?
Top rank no more.
Yeah, it's not a top rank no more. But they're just saying his resume is just he's a huge hype job, and people are tired of it right now.
Shakur?
Nah, yeah, I don't think.
Bro, I think that's gotta be honest, because he's turning 28 this year though.
Twitter is lucky that this boy wanted to lay in a hospital bed and look half fucking dead and pussy out of a one-time opportunity. Clearly, they the one pulling out of the fight, bro. And like social media is lucky because Shakur would have put on a show where everyone would be like, "Damn, maybe Shakur is like that." Like that show would have been bad, bro. People are just over. They don't got time, bro. They just sitting there on the computer typing bad shit about Shakur, bro. He is not that bad where people try to make it seem. Like that man's a pound for pound top boxer in the world, bro. And he'll clean out almost everyone in the division besides Keyshawn.
Yeah, I agree.
Keyshawn. Oh my god.
Oh, okay, but I do agree. This is not Shakur's fault. He shouldn't get any hate. I don't think Shakur is really getting hate on this. You know what I'm saying? Most people are defending Shakur.
Nah, they're gonna still spin it though on him.
Well, some people, but majority of people are on Shakur's side because the shenanigans, the Scillies have been pulling, and the guy wants to fight Gregory Hackett, who just got his ass kicked. So it's just like, they're clowns. Nobody's gonna be on the side of the Scillies besides Oscar De La Cocaine and his two fans.
Oscar De La Cocaine.
And in our co-main event, this was supposed to be a title fight of some sort, but instead we get Joseph Parker taking in Martin Bakole. Parker's slight favorite, minus 150, Bakole plus 130. So another pick 'em. Parker on a 5-fight win streak, Bakole on like an 8-fight win streak. Bakole coming off the knockout of Jared Anderson, ending that train wreck that I've always been waiting on. And then
That shit was crazy.
Joseph Parker coming off of what is he? He beat Zong and he beat Deontay Wilder in his last two fights. Just some notable names. Some people have, I feel like it's 50-50 right now. People either have, Parker's going to box his head off, Bakole's too big and slow. And then other people have it, Bakole's going to, just like everyone else he's fought, like he's going to catch him. And when he catches him, he's going to knock him out. Bakole is like 340 pounds right now. Jit is looking massive, Jarrell Miller type big. And Joseph Parker is looking fit as ever, ready because he was getting ready for Dubois.
That's the only thing I question is, since it's a fill-in, man, I don't know how in shape Bakole really is. So he might really just come out that bit like the first 3 rounds really throwing them shit. Cause he might try to just land a big shot early and try to hurt Parker early because he might not be in shape to go 12, man. There's no way. And then how heavy he's looking, and
he's looking like Mark Henry. I'm not gonna lie.
He does look pretty heavy, but I mean he does got all that power. So I mean, especially in the heavyweight division, you go out there and just throw them heavy shots early, try to land something big. He might have a chance, but overall, I'm going to lean Parker for real. Maybe if it was like a full camp, I would have went Bakole, but I think Parker is probably that next wave of best heavyweight.
Nah, man, I'm going Bakole, bro. Parker is another one we got to get out of here, man. He's like 80 years old already, bro. And I get it.
He got a nice little
fight. I get it. I get it. He started boxing when he was 38. I get it. But the thing is this, though. Bakole's going to come and knock his head clean off, man. He's going to chin him, get him out of boxing.
Gas, though, if you don't do
another boxer. Think about this. Another old head going down, man. We're getting them out of boxing. We're getting the heavyweights out of boxing this weekend. I'm excited. I'm all for this. Any time Joseph Parker loses, it's a good day. You know what I'm saying? The first time he lost against, was it Anthony Joshua?
Yeah.
Amazing. Wasn't that a good day? Was the sun was shining? There no rain, no lightning, no thunder, no catastrophe. Things were going nice that day. So this will be another one of those days where Joseph Parker comes crumbling down, and the hype will slowly go down because the hype used to be high. The hype was huge. And I'm like, why else?
Bakole bigger than him. Bakole like 6'6".
Yeah, perfect. Even better. So yeah, let's get Joseph Parker out of boxing.
The one thing that makes me, because I think Parker being more in shape and everything, prepared for a 12-round fight and all of that, like he'll be ready to go to distance and he could win on the cards. But when he fought Zong in his last fight, he was boxing his head off also. But then toward the middle rounds and the late rounds, Zong caught him and I think dropped him twice throughout the fight. And that alone made it like a majority decision for Parker.
Yeah, like, he got robbed though. You remember the talk?
No, he won the fight, but it was a majority decision instead of unanimous because why he got
thank goodness.
He got caught down he got caught down the line. That's the one thing that made me fearful of Bakole. Is because I'm like, you've shown you can box people's heads off, but your chin is very, very susceptible. I'm a rock with Bakole on some big boy shit. Jit coming in on like 350 fucking pounds. Just you don't build him like that. And who knows, maybe he could be like a George Foreman type of fucking person where it's just like he looks like he's out of shape, but for whatever reason, he can throw heavy shots for 12 rounds for the whole like it's nobody's business.
That's what's great about the heavyweight division. You never know.
Then we got the rematch, the undisputed light heavyweight championship on the line here. Beterbiev, Beterbiev, whatever you want to call him, taking on Dimitri Bivol. Bivol looking to get his get back, looking to leave all the belts. A lot of people, the very close fight the first time around, so I don't want to hear the word robbery, but a lot of people do feel like Bivol edged out a win. A lot of people feel like Beterbiev edged out a win. At the end of the day, Beterbiev got the win. He got the undisputed championship. But I'm glad to see that like a year removed, not even a full year removed, and it's already a rematch. Here we are.
That was just in October. Yeah, that was just in October. You know, barely even 6 months, right?
Yeah. So like I know boxing undisputed fights are rare. Let alone I feel like rematches planning out as. I mean, look at Fury. Usyk.
Not as rare as post 2022. Not as rare. Boxing,
So
we're doing a lot better, but this is an amazing fight. You know what I'm saying? I know you don't like to hear the word robbery, but that first fight was bullshit, absolute bullshit. Beterbiev won like 10-9 rounds, but regardless, he's gonna get he's gonna have the 2-0. He's 2-0. He's gonna be 2-0 against this guy. But wait, they both have the name B's in it.
Beterbiev,
Bivol,
Bivol.
Beterbiev Bivol. Okay, yeah. Bivol with his Russian style, his long arms, his constant. You know how Russians keep do the thing where they like bounce up and down.
Yeah,
Like they bounce up and down. It's completely unnecessary, but it works. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna use his up and down bounce to try to keep off balance. He likes to step forward. He likes to take large steps forward for foot movement. So he's going to use that too. He's going to have his jab kind of like hanging, not really throwing it as much, but kind of like hanging. They like to have their jab hanging, so it looks like they're scoring sometimes. So they like to have it hanging but not throwing. So there's a lot of tools that Bivol has in this, and you got to understand. But if he's like 40 now, 42, he's getting
yeah,
old, man.
40.
He's getting up there in age. You know what I'm saying? People after they win, they go party, they go drink, eat cake and steak and stuff like that. They're not
You
eating the
think you
healthiest.
think this man? You think Beterbiev was partying?
He parties a lot. Yeah, you don't see how he celebrates his fights. He can down a whole can of beer. He's like Luca. You know those civilians. I don't know how to say it, but they like to party when they celebrate. You know what I'm saying? They like to drink, and that's what they do. You know what I'm saying? They like to celebrate. So one person celebrating a victory they don't deserve, and the other one's back in the lap going crazy with a healthy diet. So that's just how it goes.
I will say I can't remember how I scored the first fight because it was so close that like I was doing it and by like round 6 I think I just gave up. I said fuck, I'm just gonna enjoy this fucking fight because this shit's tough to even score.
Yeah,
I
that was a tough fight to
I
score.
scored a 9-3 Bivol, but
I did have
y'all go on.
I did see the comments. You never know what these boxers if they're really gonna do what they say or if it's just mind games. But Bivol did say that he's gonna be more aggressive this fight, not just because he felt like there was moments that they would give Beterbiev the round because he landed a big shot, even though Bivol was landing more shots. And he's like, I'm just gonna have to be more aggressive, which could open up for an even more of a war, which I'm hoping for, but could also open up a bigger shot from Beterbiev landing on the other end. Bivol, there was one thing they kept showing that Bivol did in the first fight was that Beterbiev has this habit of after he throws a big shot, he likes to back out and like step to the right and get out. And every time he did that, Bivol would cut him off with like a jab and initiate the fight and then land. So I was like, just the poetry of the first fight from what I was watching a couple of days ago. I was like, I really just hope that we get to see the same thing again. These are the top two guys. I mean, we could argue Benavidez, we could argue Morel because they're also now at 175. But for right now, these are the staple 1 and 2 at the
Great
division.
fight, by the way. Holy fuck, that was a great fight.
I don't know. I'm still stuck on my pick. I'm open. Maybe Mark, you have something that can help sway something.
I mean, shit. I mean, the first fight was tough to score, like you said. I didn't see a robbery. I thought it was just a close fight, and then I also thought Bivol was some rounds where I don't know if he was gassed or if he just kind of let off the gas pedal, and that could have probably hurt him. But I think he's gonna probably approach the fight a little bit different. The only thing is he just doesn't got too much pop to him, so he's still gonna have to use his boxing skills. He's still gonna have to be moving around and like how he's doing. But I think he is gonna try to not really throw more, but get into more firefights and like really win rounds convincingly. And I I think I'm gonna lean Bivol, man. I think he's gonna be able to, cause it wasn't like it was a washout last fight. I think Bivol was right there. He was close, and if he just cleans up a couple rounds, that's his fight to take. He just has to watch out for a big shot, and I don't know, man. The only thing that
Oh,
worries me is
I do
that
have a
Bivol doesn't
question.
really have power.
what's up,
Is
Gator?
is this one of this does this start like middle of the day or is this
Yeah,
right?
this is a middle
Okay.
of the day card.
Okay, yeah, because yeah, the time throws me off because I know schedules are weird.
So I have a question for y'all then. If it's kind of a two-parter, if it goes to the decision, do you think that if it's close rounds, they'll lean towards Beterbiev because he's the undisputed champion. You have to beat him to take the belt type shit, and they'll edge it towards Beterbiev if it's a close fight. Or do you think if it's a close fight and it goes to the distance, they might edge towards Bivol for that boxing trilogy? Or is anything like that
Oh,
even in the play?
so I do. I actually do have an answer to that. I do think Bivol would get the edge. There's a lot more money to make with Bivol. You can push the Canelo fight, and because Canelo wants to get that back in blood, he's made that so clear to Turkey so many times. Like he's like Bivol is literally in the contract after Crawford. Like he wants to fight Bivol no matter what. And also, there's just more money to be made with Bivol. You can push the trilogy, or you can push the Canelo fight. Either both of those, that's a lot of money right there. You know what I'm saying? They probably go for the Canelo fight.
What
You know what
about
I'm
you,
saying?
Mark?
But regardless, that's a lot of money.
Do you think if it goes to the same, it's close? Like, super, do you think any boxing politics plays a point and Bivol getting the edge, or is it undisputed champ? You got to beat him in the round. You got to clearly beat him to take that belt.
Yeah, I think it might lean. I mean, I can understand the money side of it because it would be a lot of money to gain out of it. But if it's like a fight where it's like the last fight where B-ball kind of like doesn't push the gas fully in some rounds, they want to just lean AB again. That's my
I
thought.
think this fight going the distance. I think that's the safest
Yeah,
bet.
for sure.
Um, just because Bivol got hit with the biggest shots you could land, and he didn't. I'm not gonna say it didn't affect him because he definitely fought differently, but he didn't get stumbled, wobbled, or drop or anything. So I think it's pretty safe. We get to see a decisional fight here, and I'm gonna ride Bivol just because I think if he is more aggressive, like he said he's gonna be, I think that's all he needed. Like just like you said, Mark,
Yeah.
give it up a little bit, and if he just aggressively keeps boxing and it isn't okay with just landing a few more shots, but actually like not
Because I
being.
also think his problem was I think he might have thought he won a couple rounds that he might have not to the judges, and that probably fucked them up. Where in his head he thought he probably bagged those rounds, and he really didn't. So if he changes that up, I think he easily won the fight.
So I think all three of us going on Bivol for the rematch, which would set up a trilogy. And even if you, like you said, after that trilogy or sometime in between, we might get a Canelo fight too, because that would be massive news. Oh yeah, I can. Let me see. The
Or Benavidez.
start time of this card 11 a.m. Eastern. So the main card probably won't be on until like 2 p.m. So yeah, it'd be definitely an afternoon fight. Anything y'all
Yeah, I
got to
forgot
say?
this was a daytime fight.
Yeah, it says 11 a.m. So it's gonna be early.
Is that the main card or just prelims?
I think the prelims
What time's the main card start?
So the main
probably
card probably,
like two.
Okay, okay,
yeah.
that's fair. That's fair. I
So I
like
mean, the
that.
main event probably gonna be like 6, 7.
That's fair. I like that.
We'll be back with the next week with the recap of this, and I think we got a couple more cards coming up. There are gonna be some heat.
The tank,
Yeah,
tank is right after.
yeah, Tank coming up soon, and then even
Bro, I didn't know Lamont Rote was the champion.
what is it? I don't. I'm not gonna get into that. But
Yeah,
Boot
we'll get into that later. But
Boot
I got a bone to pick
Stanonis,
with you niggas.
the most slept on fight of the year, the Boot Stanonis card also coming up. So we'll be in the lab cooking. As always, go down, like, and subscribe. We appreciate y'all watching. I'm Paul Picking with him. Marcus Primetime Penley. South Paul's Unboxing. Gator Boy Jamari. And if y'all didn't know, now y'all know, motherfuckers.